How are you? Good evening, everybody. Good evening, doctors. Good evening, the post graduation Medical College of Chandigarh. Thank you very much for having me on live. And it's my privilege, it's my honor to be addressing the medical faculty, the medical fraternity. Well, of course, this is not the first time. I've done this very many times. And yes, there is room for medicine and wellness to work together. Of course, there is room, absolute room. In the new age science, in the modern science, there will be a combination of ancient wisdom traditions and modern medical frontiers. So this is Mickey Mehta, your holistic health guru. And the first things first, let me tell you guys that quantum physics has brought importance to consciousness. And it's beginning to point out in every angle that whatever our Rishi Munis said thousands of years back, that human consciousness is superior to anything material. So human consciousness is also superior to any virus, any disease. Okay? Human consciousness, if you want, can be invincible. And I will explain to you how and why. So, world's leading biologist, Bruce Lipton, he's a scientist also. He's the biggest influencer today. He says, your belief can change your biology. Your belief can change your biology. Such a powerful statement. You know why? Because everything that you intend to do, everything that you perceive and believe in, everything that you affirm and visualize, because your energy is conscious, begins to obey and begins to unfold and begins to manifest. So, the college name is PGI Chandigarh. Thank you very, very much. Your belief can change your biology. You put attention to a field, you energize it. And then you put intention to the field, you transform it. That this is the power of manifestation. This is the way you can manifest. So if your belief can change your biology, your faith can change your physiology. Now, there is not much a distinction between biology and physiology, but at the same time, I would say there's not much a distinction between your faith and belief either. So today the lines of biology, physiology, anatomy, they're all blurring. Biochemistry, electrobiology, physiology, coordination, and so many sciences are coming together. Psychoneuro coordination, psychomuscular coordination, biochemistry, bioelectricity. Earlier, these sciences were so separate and departmentalized, compartmentalized. Today, all these sciences are emerging as one integrated, merging as one. And so, your faith can change your physiology, belief can change your biology. Regular breathing. Regulated breathing can change your hormonology. Meditation and prayer can change your psychology. And everything put together makes you a very healthy person because healing happens. Healing happens to the person who is in self-belief, high confidence, self-conviction. Healing and health happens to the person who is in deep faith in self. And self is divinity. Healing also happens to people who breathe in a regulated way. And healing happens to people who are meditative, celebrative, always, integrated, celebrated. So what happens? Your immunology is high, heightened. Your antibodies are flowing. Like when you exercise, when you breathe, when you're happy, when you're laughing, when you're singing, when you're positive, your hormones function very well. So serotonin, oxytocin, dopamine, endorphins, you name your hormones, they're flowing very well, secreting very well. Now there are two very good glands here. So the first one is your pineal gland on the top and behind the forehead, and below is the pituitary, your master gland. So regulated breath keeps these glands orchestrated well to secrete energy and as much as you want. Secrete happy hormones and as much as you want. Bring in a state of joy, calmness, tranquility, coolness. And nervous system is very sharp. And when you breathe consciously, both the sides of your brain function together. Your left and your right side of the brain function together. Because both nostrils fire together. You breathe in together with both the nostrils and you breathe out together from your mouth or both the nostrils together. And if your breath is strong and powerful, your lungs will remain strong and powerful because your lungs will be filled. All your 5 lobes, 2 on your left, 3 on your right, will be filled with fresh oxygen always. And you will empty all the unwanted gases regularly. So there won't be any stale gases where germs will be able to incubate, integrate, proliferate. Okay, so constantly you will be, your breathing will be kind of an antioxidant breathing, which will make your body more alkaline. This is a way to build immunity apart from eating. So, sunshine is primary, breath is primary, taking a lot of sunshine, and then clean eating. Clean eating is very, very good. I will come to the special kind of breathing for infections and bacteria, but healthy, clean eating. There are very many hospitals in the world have become vegetarian because they've understood the nature of healing processes of vegetables, fruits, sprouts, roots, nuts, seeds, herbs, etc. The power of Ayurveda, the power of healing. It's very, very strong and very, very powerful. Food and breath, contribute to your biology, to your physiology, to your anatomy, most of it. Of course, sunshine adds the garnish. Sleep is very important, as much activity. So body oscillates from activity to passivity. And most importantly, that each time you breathe, intelligently and regulated. Why intelligently? Because with both the nostrils, with conscious mind. And regulated, which means space out your breathing. What happens is, your fresh take of oxygen always upsurges, gives you an upheaval of confidence. Cognitive strength, sharp, astute, which is why you are always positive and you're very optimistic, you're very confident. So it brings optimism to the fore. Secondly, I came up with a breathing pattern called Poison Bee. Prevention of infection, seeding, optimal nasal breathing. Poison Bee. Prevention of infection, seeding, optimal nasal breathing. So it goes like this. Nose in, nose out, stomach out, stomach in. And after, the fatigue begins to set in, to relax, large volumes of byproducts of combustion should be blown out. Once you're relaxed, again start your vigorous breathing, which invigorates you. Then to again calm down and relax, if you do this 4-5 times each time, morning, pre-lunch, pre-dinner, trust me, no infection will ever touch you. No germs, no bacteria will ever incubate and infiltrate or proliferate in you. You must know that our sinuses, when we breathe vigorously, our sinuses get heated up. Okay, thermogenesis happens and they dilate. And there's a very good chance when your body temperature goes above 96 and the temperature here goes high, you kill the germs and bacteria. Also the adenoids, your lymph nodes behind your nose, they drain well. Your respiratory tract also heats up and you can quell off all the germs and bacteria out, even from the lungs. So that is how you heal yourself with Poison Bee. Prevention of infection. Seeding optimal nasal breathing. This is my invention, my innovation. It's out on YouTube, Poison Bee. You can please access it. Then, of course, as I said, clean eating. Vegetables are great cleansers, fruits are great healers, nuts, dry fruits, herbs are great fortifiers. And remember, human consciousness is larger than any virus. A virus is nothing but a toxic purge of a toxic cell. Come on, you couldn't be defeated by a COVID. Okay? So you are larger than life. When nature reached its pinnacle of existence of creativity, man was born. And when man will reach once again his creative pinnacle, crescendo, God again will be born. We are all gods in seed form. We shouldn't die to disease. Death has no right on life. Death is the culmination of disease, and disease is the culmination of our choices. We have made ourselves into gutters. Let's make them gardens again and orchards again. Smelling good, fragrant, and sweet to taste. You know, you can tell from your sweat, the smell of your sweat, whether you're healthy from inside. You can tell from being constipated whether you're healthy or not, or partially constipated. If you don't get a good night's sleep or sound sleep, you're not healthy. If you don't have a good appetite to eat, if your hunger doesn't rise in you, you're not healthy. Okay? If you don't want to help everybody, you're not healthy, because health gives you compassion. There are 4 pillars of health and wellness. Number 1, conserve your body, preserve your breath, synchronize your unit rhythm with the universal unity rhythm for immunity. And then, of course, be established in flow. When you are in flow, your heart flows. And when your heart also flows, blood flows, emotions flow, thoughts flow, creativity flows. You want to be giving, blessing, forgiving. So empathy happens, sympathy happens, benevolence happens, compassion happens. And you transform as a personality and a character. So fitness, health, wellness, well-being takes you on the ladder of evolution in building your character and personality, which makes you self-realize the purpose of your life. And once you realize the purpose of your life, which is very special to you, which has the special genetic signature of you and only you, which is an indivisible duality, individual, the indivi, which cannot be divided, indivisible duality. You become a very wholesome, integrated character, personality. You know how to heal yourself with thought, word, intent, behavior, exercise, stretch, contract. You know, in yoga, you stretch and contract together, because then both the actions correspond, and you become a wholesome bundle of activity which is very conscious in here now, which knows how you are holding the posture with the strength of your core. Where are you being stretched and where are you being contracted? So patience grows because you hold a posture. Tolerance grows, endurance grows, resilience grows. So in yoga, you transform as a personality and character. Then sympathy, empathy, benevolence. Then confusion is out and clarity emerges. Problems give way to solutions. Anxiety gives way to self-confidence, self-conviction. And you start becoming a superhuman. A great personality who will never die to disease, but can certainly transmigrate, transform, reform, and breathe the last consciously, at will. When you've served the purpose of life. Mark Twain said there are 2 most important days. Day number 1 when you're born, and day 2 when you realize why. So wellness makes you realize why. Make wellness the religion number 1. Join Mickey Mehta's wellness revolution only for human evolution, not for 6-packs, not for weight loss. Trivia. Let's vibrate, let's resonate. Let 7 billion hearts beat together. 7 billion lungs breathe together. 14 billion eyes see a good vision for everybody and have creativity for all. And of course, let's co-create our destiny. So we have eyes to see it, heart to believe it, mind to perceive it, legs to walk towards it, and hands to make it. We can achieve it together. So let's co-create a destiny of wellness. Our Prime Minister Narendra Modi ji is the only leader of the world who talks about wellness, who leads from the front, and instead of, wasting of time, washing hands, He's talking about pranayam, vyayam, kasrat, dhyan, yog, ayurved. You know, we are the only ones in this world who've come out with this app called Arogya Setu app. And this Arogya Setu app teaches you how to have haldi doodh, ghee, chawanprash, kada, pranayam, yogasan, dhyan, prarthana. Trust me, no disease will ever touch you. You can be invincible like a lotus in the muck. Lotus in the muck. Okay? You can go. You know, Yogendra ji of the Yoga Institute in 1918 or 1920 went to America. When there was influenza and people were dying, the media told him, don't go inside. He said, no, I'll go them and heal them. He went there, he made them work well with yoga. He came back to India and lived for 20, 30 more years. And media said that he might die after going back. No, he was so healthy. He healed everybody. That's the story of all the yogis. So Baba Ramdev, Sadhguru ji, Shri Ravi Shankar ji, Mahansa ji, Mickey Mehta ji, if all of us were to come together and make a very invincible team of the wellness forerunners, we could just heal the world and make this world disease-free one day. Make this world disease-free one day. So let me tell you about my 10 commandments. Let wellness be the religion number one, because wellness unites, wellness integrates, wellness cleanses you, wellness purifies you, wellness fortifies you, and then you can become a better devout Muslim, Hindu, Christian. Then join Dr. Mickey Mehta's Wellness Revolution for human evolution. Then for good biceps, uplift the poor. For strong shoulders, take the responsibility of the underprivileged. For a good vision, have a collective growth vision for all and sundry. For strong legs, be rooted in humility to be better fruited in humanity. Sleep every night with a wish to heal yourself. Wake up every morning with a promise to heal the world. See, you know, the government has locked us, but our inner doors are not locked. Open them. A very good poem of Sufi Rumi comes to my mind. That I've been living on the lips of insanity, knocking at the door opens, and I've been knocking from inside. So in meditation, internalize your senses, pratyahara. So yam, niyam, asan, pranayam, pratyahara, dhyan, dharna, samadhi. Our life is for urdhagaman, not daman. So let's use our udan vayu, saman vayu, pran vayu, vyan vayu creatively, productively to grow. Let's do mahabandhs in yoga. Let's do pranayam. Let's do dhyan. And let's become jnani, dhyani, yogi, not rogi. So, now let me tell you, we can connect again. We can have a Q&A session once again. Since there is paucity of time, I will leave on a very nice note that I love you all. I pray for all your wellness and healing. Om Kal Shanti, Om Vastu Disha Shanti, Om Vayu Shanti, Om Agni Shanti, Om Prithvi Shanti, Om Jal Shanti, Om Akasha Shanti, Om Sarvagraha Nakshatra Rashi Shanti, Om Vishwa Brahman Shanti, Om Shanti, 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 Shanti. Get energized, get maximized, get optimized, get naturalized, get internalized, get eternalized, get revolutionized, get specialized, get initialized, get regularized, get revitalized, get hypnotized, get mesmerized, to get Mickeyized. So once again, thank you, my